All right, pretty much start off. We wanted to land checkpoint. We didn't do so because there's two other teams there. And when you play in tournaments, you don't want to die early because if you die early, you're sitting there watching the entire game, watching everybody build up points, getting placement, getting kills, and you're sitting there with no kills, no placement points, nothing, and you're sitting there with a big fat zero. So we don't want to go up there and land a 50-50 with one side and then the other side immediately ape us. So we go ahead, take the lower parts, and now they're forced to fight each other up top because they want to ego each other, which I don't know why they did for the simple fact that we landed all the way down here. There's no point in them fully sending each other since they know that there's going to be a third party shortly on the way. But we go ahead and load up as fast as we possibly can. Only one of us gets a blue shield. Other two with whites. And with Mad Maggie, you always want a shotgun. I didn't grab the Mozambique right there is because I really feel like I need the wingman a little more than having fast mobility with a shotgun, and the Mozambique doesn't get that oomph. I wouldn't pick up an Eva either in this situation. I'd probably keep the wingman. But as soon as I find a PK massive, I'm gonna rock out the rest of the game. I feel like you always need a shotty no matter what though. So if you're good with the Mozam, go with the Eva, by all means do so. But I just feel like in a tournament setting, I feel like it's a lot better to have a wingman, especially shooting from range. So that's why I have the wingman for right now. And we hear the fighting, and we want to push it as soon as possible. They actually go ahead and they finish the fight. And our goal right now is to get them off their loot completely. So I make sure I use my tactical, shoot them off of it. And now they have to get away from the loot. They didn't get a chance to get any of the shields, really, any of the attachments, the ammo. So now we're at a better advantage, and it's about getting there as quickly as possible. Now, the climb up I'm about to show you guys, I highly recommend taking note of this climb up. It's actually really good to use anywhere that looks like these kind of buildings, and it's a good flank also on top to get on top of this building as well. So as you guys see here, free shotgun, free light mag, shotgun bolt. I'm vibing currently. I gotta take that scope off the the shot because I hate it. So again, it's all about getting this fight over with quickly. We don't want to get third party by any other teams. Again, that's going to happen in these tournaments because people really want kills. Let's get their points up. This tackle right here is to make them from stop peeking. So that pretty much cuts them off. I did not know they're behind us. I didn't see it, so it was too late. And I'm pretty much 1 HP. So I go ahead and throw my ult, and I just jump down here. That way, they don't realize I'm down here, and I get free shots. Got a free 68. And you guys see, I'm still playing a kind of aggressive. I'm still helping my teammates out, because there's no point in me healing that entire time. I need to help my teammates out.
88, 88, 88.
I hit 2 solid shots right there. Actually, I hit all 3 of them. Big shots. And especially with Mad Maggie, you want to stay up and keep shooting. You're going to be the best in your team for close range fights. I don't care if you have 1 HP, 100 HP, whatever it is. You got to stay in the fight. So right there, I stayed in the fight for my team. I was able to get 3 different shots off on all 3 of them with big damage. And I pretty much helped out the team right there. And that's all because of how fast Mad Maggie is. It's clutch. So make sure, even if you're low health, and your point blank range, you have to try to keep fighting. If you try to take a bat, it's fine, but you can't sit there and slow heal or take a bat then a med kit. And sometimes you only have time to take a bat. So let's go ahead and get in the fight. Make sure you still play somewhat safe. That's why I played a little safe. I wait a little bit, shot around the corner, and I waited some more, and then I finally jumped up and over, and I was able to help out my team that way. So Mad Maggie's is extremely clutch for playing extremely aggressive, and if you have that aggressive urge kind of, or like a Call of Duty kind of playstyle, Mad Maggie is that run and gun shotgun, like old MW2 SPAS 12 kind of playstyle, and it's extremely fun to use. And if you're a Gibby main, Mad Maggie is just the clutchest legend to play that just feels kind of just like Gibby except for a smaller legend, but you don't get a bubble. But if someone else plays Gibby, I highly recommend just picking up Mad Maggie just because of how clutch it is, and it's how just flowing, and just how smooth like her gameplay feels, especially with shotguns. If you're a big shotgun player, it feels kind of somewhat broken. So this spot right here, checkpoint, is always going to be one of the better spots on this map, mostly because a lot of circles like to end a little outside of it, down towards North Pad down there. And then we actually get that zone. So we stay in this area the entire time pretty much. So again, I highly recommend Checkpoint. If you guys play any tournaments or anything like that, or when rank comes back around to this, I highly recommend Checkpoint. Majority of the time, you will get lucky with the rotations of the circle, and it's just really good loot. A lot of time the crafters here as well, so you can just craft away. I really didn't need to craft that much, as you guys see, I have a lot of cells. So let's craft 2 bots, no big deal. Make sure I stock up on all my shoddy ammo. Now, I am a person that carries 2 sacks of ammo. A lot of people think that's a little weird. I constantly use my shotgun a lot. If you use a lot of shotgun rounds, especially with Mad Maggie, I highly recommend 2 sacks of shoddy ammo. It might feel a little awkward or unnecessary, but you know, I recommend it. So right here, I don't finish off getting my shield out of the crafter. I go ahead and help my team out as soon as possible. And again, this is another play where Mad Maggie is crucial, especially with the speed of the shotgun. So right there, I'm just trying to kind of scare them. Whenever you use your Maggie, a lot of players play a little safer because they think you're going to ape them immediately. This way, you're able to get some shots off. My teammates actually do that. They're able to get some shots off on them. And there's also speed boost whenever we do need it, if we need to push them. Because I trust my team to be able to easily win a 3v3 with speed boost, especially with Mad Maggie. If you really go shotguns, you're going to absolutely love using her ult just to get that speed boost going. So right here, we actually switch places with the team.
Gibby's with us. Gibby's with us.
And I go ahead and stay back. You know, my teammates rush over there, and I go ahead and stay back just in case, you know, I can flank them pretty much from like an off angle. And right here, I'm able to clutch up immediately. I'm able to just throw it at the door, or actually at the wall. So that's what I wanted to do, is throw it at the wall so it actually hits them because the door was open. Now it's all about just rushing with the shotgun. Again, shotgun's extremely fast. I was able to capitalize, start off with some damage.
Maggie broken. Maggie broken.
Break the Maggie, jump on top of it immediately. And again, with shotguns, you have to play aggressive. And that's why I played extremely aggressive against that Gibby. I just jumped down, even though I was the only one over there at the time. I jumped down, got some shots, caught a different angle, and that's what Mad Maggie is. It's about being aggressive, catching different angles, flanking, and just being extremely aggressive and pretty much always in the fight at all times. So it's kind of like a Gibby playstyle where you always want to be up at all times. You have to do the most damage in close range fights, and just stay alive. And you just have to be annoying as well, and that's what I was doing right there. So after that fight, I pretty much called out for my team to make sure there's no one else around us because again, we're still in zone. We just took another fight, so another team's going to be coming at us eventually. So again, as I'm crafting, I am making sure to play extra safe. Because, you know, in ranked, you know, you kind of don't play as safe as in tournaments because there's money to line on tournaments. So, the difference between getting money and just trying to get RP, there's a big difference. So you play a lot smarter. So if you guys can ever get in like any tournaments or you have a chance to get in tournaments, I highly recommend it. Even if you take a big L, they're mad fun to play in. It's a different experience. It's a different kind of play style, and it's really fun. So again, we're just vibing here for a little bit. Because again, we have zone. There's no point in us trying to like run around and get kills because we actually get a lot of kills by people just rotating to us, and we know that. And when you play tournaments, you just have to play extremely smart and make sure you keep your spots. You know, if you have zone, take zone. If you have high ground like we do, and we're able to cover this whole area, do so. Make sure no one can take this away from you. And try to finish fights like quick as you possibly can. I must keep skipping forward some, like a little bit. Skip another 30 seconds right there.
Bro, you guys literally ran right in front of us as we're going to third party. You just fucking, it was an unfortunate time.
So again, we're just vibing. We're just making sure there's no one coming around us. And we just keep looking around. That's why I keep going back and forth. Even though we're talking, chatting it up, having fun, we just keep going back and forth, looking around.
You guys literally jumped right in front of us. Right in front of us. It was funny as weird.
I'm gonna keep skipping ahead. I might accidentally overskip here soon. Alright, yeah. Team finally came up.
Yeah, they're zipping up behind this building.
Alright, so they zipped up behind the building, so that means they're going to get inside the building. So we want to get up top as quickly as possible. So I tell them to go ahead and just port up so we can get the high ground from this team. And again, this is about catching angles with Mad Maggie and just being mad annoying. So I go ahead and I throw tackle on the Bloodhound to get him to move, and so they can capitalize on that door and I immediately go to the opposite door. Again, just
I'm on one.
being annoying, constantly flanking. Now I just know I can open the door. As soon as he gets out the door, I'm able to
Tornado, caustic,
collapse on
72,
him.
caustic really weak. If you head
Able
into
to
the
break door with the alts. Broke through the door, hit both of them, stunned them. And now it's all about just going in there and just aping everybody and just getting the fight over as quickly as possible with their shotgun. So if you guys don't know, I'm pretty sure the alt just breaks through the door and just keeps on going. So just throw it out the door, ape in there, because again, you have those speed boosts. Your movement is mad crazy with shotguns. Take advantage of that. That's why we're able to collapse on the team. And it was a caustic team holding a building. So that just shows how good Mad Maggie can be with those speed boosts, with the shotguns. It's absolutely huge to use. So, it's not just to do damage. You want it mostly for the speed boost, and if you're able to break a door and just ape inside immediately, do so.
Yeah, we gotta finish holding this out, brothers.
So right here, I call out that we have to finish holding out. So you guys look on the mini map. We have a little bit of the zone left, and we have to make sure no one else pushes in. 'Cause we want this ultimate high ground. That way we know we can just push down freely without having to worry about our backside or trying to fight a team as we're rotating in, because that's not the funnest thing to do when zone's collapsing. So you guys see, I immediately go back to the top of this building because I really need to make sure no one comes to this right side. And eventually I call out for us to pretty much separate. Someone goes say the far left building, someone far right, and someone at the middle building up front. So we can just make sure no one comes around us at all. I keep skipping forward a little bit.
Oh, I fell. No, it's you. Go over there.
And here we have a team finally coming in. I'm gonna go ahead and back up a little bit. So right here, pretty much, I had a hurry rotate to my left side, and because the team finally flew in, and now it's just automatically just trying to get them away from us, or just like ape them immediately and not have to worry about this team behind us, because we cannot have any other teams third party us. We have to get this fight over with quickly as possible, and we want this whole area to ourselves. So I'm just sitting there waiting. This tactical is a huge tactical. They're using this box. This box is their only cover. So as Mad Maggie with their tacticals, you want to make sure you take away their cover. Made them move. Dinka's able to make a play. He's able to tether one. And again, their only cover is that box. And Tactical's able to knock somebody. Now it's about getting over there as quickly as possible. And Dinka's absolutely popping off. Again, there's no reason to help him. But we get there as quickly as possible in case he needs Frez. But Dinka's a young lord. So again, it's about playing aggressive, using your tactical ability extremely smart. Don't just keep throwing it randomly at the people. You want to make sure you're looking exactly where they're at and just strike them at the right spot. So right there, that box, literally their only cover from us except for that ramp. And Danka had a huge angle in that ramp. So, I was able to hit that box. I was able to hit one pretty hard, and I was able to knock the other one. So that's a good tactical usage. And that's just a good way to think about Mad Maggie is getting people away from their cover that they're trying to use
I'll take it if you don't want
to get them to relocate. So
picked it
got
up
them to relocate.
first, but yeah.
They really weren't familiar with the area that they're fighting in. They felt really comfortable behind the box, and we pretty much took care of that.
We did check out a little bit behind us real quick. Before we flew.
So right here, I'm just kind of going back and forth, making sure no one's behind us. Because again, you don't want anyone behind you in these tournaments. It's not the best. In this little building, this is a good thing to keep note of. You always want this building. I highly recommend this building at all times, especially with these circles, these zones. These zones are really familiar and ranked, even in pubs. So if you can rotate from the top and get this building for free, take advantage of it as quickly as you possibly can. So again, back to her tactical.
We gotta be careful here.
I'm making sure I keep watching my right.
We can't lose it.
And this team to the left, I'm going to keep using my tactical on the rock that they're hiding behind, just to get them to stop peeking and to do damage and waste their shields. So you guys see, I was able to hit some shields. And again, they went high ground. They used their tactical. So another thing with tacticals, especially like tournaments and ranks, you want to always use it smartly. Even though you're not going to push or get a kill off of it, you're always constantly ticking down their shield, so they have to constantly use cells. And in these kind of games, it's hard to get bats, it's hard to get cells. So just keep annoying those teams, keep ticking them down for their shields. So again, we're looking right. Eventually we do find the solo, because there is one solo.
It is the rat. It is the rat.
45.
Again, use the tactical just because he's hiding behind a rock. He wasn't doing so. And I go back to looking at the left team. because again, we're looking at the right side the entire time. I want to hurry up and look left just in case that team doesn't fully ape us, which would be really smart of them to do.
She ulted us.
I'm right here. I'm just making sure I don't take any more damage. So I'm just getting down low while the Bangalore ult's going down. And again, I'm catching another angle. I'm able to break her. I go ahead and use my tactical. Again, it's just constantly just being annoying with that tactical, cutting them off. So, you know, I could have potentially got more damage done right there or even knocked her. It wouldn't have been smart to push off of it, but still.
Team overextended. I got one over there.
So again, looking left, looking right. We finally caught the team off to the right off guard. And now it's about, I'm just going to use my ult, simply just try to thirst it, bounce up near whatever it was. But we got the thirst off,
Don't use any more ammo,
so that's what counts.
I only have 69
And
ammo.
right here, I call out, don't use any more ammo. So if you guys are ever low on ammo,
Play this, little part up here.
stop using it, like 301 ammo, your primary, switch to your secondary. If you have a shotty, this is why I carry so much shotgun ammo. You can keep farming with the shotty and not worry about really losing that much ammo. So if you're ever low, just stop shooting teams. Like, we already have red evos. There's no point in keep shooting. You might as well keep saving it. Again, I'd go ahead and use my drill over there one more time. Just see if they're over there or not. And they're not. They already went ahead and moved. And the good thing about having a Wraith, you're able to go ahead and port inside the next zone. And if it's not safe, you don't have to take portal. And if it is safe for a little bit and you get overrun, you can hurry up and take it back and come back in after you fully heal up. So again, I'm still just looking at this back area because there still is a solo. I'm making sure the solo doesn't really grief us. That's why I'm just chilling in the corner.
Gotta watch out for that team not to drop down behind us.
And now it's about playing it smart. You know, we have a lot of kills and we want this win because a win's 12 points in tournaments. And we are playing ALG style.
Cracked him.
Alright, so tournament dead.
He had Kraber.
I don't pick up Kraber. The reason why I'm not picking up Kraber is because I want the 301. I feel like I'm extremely strong with it, especially in this game. And there's no point in trading a shotgun out with it when you're Mad Maggie. So we catch him off guard a little bit. I'll shoot my teammates. I flick too hard to the right. I'm a bot. But it's tactical. It wasn't really meant to hit the bubble. It was supposed to hit the other side. It still worked out really well. And I go ahead and use my ult as well. To go ahead and create some chaos, get some speed boost for us because these teams are collapsing on each other and we need to go ahead and capitalize on these kills and win the game. So I called out that guy. He was able to crave him behind the corner. That team is now dead. This team was one of the teams that if they won this game, tournament would be over. So that's huge that we killed that team. And now it's just one guy left. So right there, that tackle at the very end, it was simply to just create chaos for those two teams fighting, do whatever damage I probably could, maybe steal some kills, and then my ult as well. Potentially do some damage, knock them around, just pretty much griefing them. And again, it provides speed boost. So my team and I, we could just rush down there, eat with ease, fast as possible. My teammate Dinka did do that. He was able to use my speed boost while I just stayed the high ground. That's just good usage of her tactical and her ult at the same time. Those speed boosts are huge. You don't want to think about it as like damage. You always want to think about as speed and getting around faster with her ult. And her tactical is just creating chaos, especially for Gibby's bubble. Teammates they were fighting extremely like close to that edge of the bubble, and I took advantage of that. So they kept running into it, kept doing damage, got some knocks. So all in all, it was a really good game. As you guys can see, we killed a third of the lobby. And in tournaments, that's huge. If you're able to kill a third of the lobby, you're absolutely vibing. So I had 8 kills. Teammate had 5 kills. Other teammate had 7. He popped off with 2,600 damage, 1,500, almost 1,600, and almost had 1,700. So as you guys can see, everyone else, even behind like my camera and stuff, no one else got 1,000 damage. We're the only team that I think got 1,000 damage overall. And we passed 1,000, and he got 2,600. So that's 20 kills as a team. A win, 12 points. That's a 32-point game. And it was an absolute blast. And it just goes to show how aggressive and how well you can play Mad Maggie as long as you use her tactical right. If you use her ult mostly for the speed boost and use shotguns at all times. As long as you're using shotguns, you can absolutely punish teams, get fights over with fast, and just play mad aggressive. Again, if you guys have like an aggressive kind of play style, like you're used to playing Call of Duty, Mad Maggie is the legend to use, especially with shotties, PK, massive, whatever it is. I promise you're going to have a fun time. Hopefully this video helped you out. Hopefully this kind of inspired you to play Mad Maggie. I highly recommend it. Even if you guys want to, if you like rotating characters in and out, just put her on your rotation. She's extremely fun to use. and hopefully you guys use her in ranked and maybe even a tournament. So peace out, much love. Hopefully you guys learned something today. See you guys in the next one. Peace.